Please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Thomas Stone JROTC and remain standing for our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Colette Patterson, and I am this class secretary for the class of 2025. I would like to introduce and recognize our distinguished guests that are here with us this afternoon. Please stand when your name is called. Board Chairperson, Ms. Yanel Moore-Lee, Esquire. Vice Chairperson, Ms. Nicole M. Kramer. Board Member, Ms. Daughtery Butler Washington. Board Member, Mr. David Hancock, Jr. Board Member, Ms. Jamila Smith. Board Member, Ms. Brenda Thomas. Board Member, Ms. Samicha Thomas. Board Member, Dr. Latanya Smalls. Student Board Member, Sam Verk. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maria V. Navarro. Delegate Deborah M. Davis, Esquire. Delegate Dr. Edith Patterson. District 3 Commissioner Dr. Amanda M. Stewart. Sheriff of Charles County Troy Berry. Clerk of the Circuit Court Lisa Yates. President, Education Association of Charles County, EACC, Mr. Sean Heil. Vice President, American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, AFSCME, Stephanie Lawson. UNISERV Director of Education Association of Charles County, EACC, Dr. Elizabeth Rasmussen, Unit 1. Chief Financial Officer, Karen M. Acton. Chief of Operations and Supporting Services, Michael Heim. Chief of Schools, Dr. Marvin Jones. Chief of Teaching and Learning, Kevin Lowndes. Chief of Human Resources, Nikel Majors. Executive Director of Schools, Richard Conley. Executive Director of Schools, Erica Williams. Executive Director of School, Jamie Whitfield Coffin. Thank you all for coming.
Good afternoon. My name is Sora Borders, and I'm the historian for the class of 2025. At this time, with the members of the Thomas Stone faculty and staff, please rise. We, the class of 2025, would like to thank you for everything you have done for us over the past 4 years. We would also like all of our grandparents to please rise and be recognized. We would like to thank you for everything you have done for us. Now, we would like to recognize our most honored guest of all, our parents and guardians.
Good afternoon, staff, family, friends, and graduates. This is the last episode of the TJLZ Talk Show.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine, and today's weather is looking pretty cloudy with a low of 60 and a high of 77. I hope everyone dressed for the weather because it really doesn't know what it wants to do from day to day.
My name is Anaya, and we are here to celebrate everyone who put in a hard work, dedication to walk this stage today. It is a day for everyone to look back at the memories, lessons, and growth that we all made over the past 4 years.
Logan here, and before we get into what we have to say, we want you all to give it up for yourselves and then turn around and thank everyone there who was there for you right by your side.
Tina here. Launching our talk show required dedication, perseverance, and while not every parent may know us yet, we're confident that your graduates are familiar with our playful morning announcements. Now, let's dive right into the word of the day.
Our word of the day is recognition. Recognition is a noun as an identification or acknowledgement, and using it in a sentence, we give recognition to class of 2025 for creating this life-changing moment. Now time for our dad joke of the day.
So, Jazz, everyone is telling me to follow my dreams.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take a nap. Now time for the quote of the day.
Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey, whichever way it takes you.
I hope everyone here has a wonderful day and continues to work diligently to build a bright future for yourself and the world around you.
It's been an amazing ride. The TJLZ Talk Show is now officially over.
Now here's Mr. Werkheiser so we can continue with our graduation ceremony.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you the senior class president for the class of 2025, Nataline Hernandez.
Greetings, everyone. Before I read my speech, I just wanted to say a couple words. First, I wanted to say I'm so proud of every single person that's sitting right here with me. And I hope you're proud of yourself too, because at the end of the day, only you know what you've been through these past 4 years. And I also wanted to thank y'all for choosing me as your class president of class of 2025. I wanted to thank Ms. Rab, Churchill, the Churchies, and Coach P, and my staff who's been helping me all the way throughout being class presidents. They haven't left my back, not even once, and I really appreciate that because I'm not gonna lie, my group, we were stressing, but I'm really thankful. Now I'm ready for my speech. Saludos a todos y bienvenidos a la celebración de la clase redonda de Thomas Stone 2025. Mi nombre es Naidilin Julissa Hernández y soy la clase presidenta de la clase redonda de la Escuela de Thomas Stone 2025. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the class of 2025 Thomas Stone High School graduation ceremony. I am Nataline Julissa Hernandez, and I would like to introduce myself to you as the senior class president for the graduating class of 2025. Today, we're here to celebrate each other and the obstacles we have faced, the accomplishments we have made, all marking to one of the most unforgettable chapters of our lives. I want to thank family and friends here today for supporting us, and to the staff members for believing in us. As we move forward to the next chapter of our lives, let's take a moment to remember some of our accomplishments. We have pushed ourselves beyond our limits and succeeded. We all deserve to celebrate this amazing moment. It is hard to believe that just a few years ago, we were in high school freshmen during COVID-19 pandemic. Time flew by so quickly. We grew up without even realizing it. It feels like a dream. It feels unreal. Since freshman year, we have shared so much laughter and built friendships that will remain with us forever. Together, we create memories that will always be a part of us. Everyone has a unique perspective on what high school has been. As I speak for the class of 2025, we have faced many challenges. Yet, here we are together, celebrating this unique event. Even though the journey had its ups and downs, we were really thankful for all the moments that brought us here today. We realized that our past does not define our present and will not determine our future. We are really lucky to have had such dedicating, experienced people during our high school life. We need to be proud of our accomplishments and reach for more. For me, this experience has been amazing. Always remember to be patient and humble, and that everything happens for a reason. Don't give up on yourself. You're an inspiration to others. To all my teachers and staff who were there for us and me, we're truly grateful. Your guidance and support have made a huge impact in our lives. We will forever be thankful. Your guidance and kindness have shaped who we are today. For me, I always carry these lessons forever. I want to thank my family, my parents. Los amo, aunque son un dolor de cabeza, pero los amo. Their sacrifice have meant everything to me. They're my rock through every step of this journey. And also, lastly, I want to thank God, because without his guidance and blessings, I wouldn't be here today. Class of 2025, I wish you all the best. And in 10 years, I expect to see every single person sitting right here to celebrate our accomplishments after 10 years. Let's come together again and celebrate all the accomplishments we have made. Congratulations! Class of 2025, today we are here to celebrate our hard work, accomplishments as we all move into a brighter future. Thank you. Felicidades, clase 2025. Hoy celebramos nuestro duro trabajo antes que avanzamos todos a hacer un futuro más brillante. Gracias.
Good afternoon, Board Chairperson Morley, board members, Superintendent Navarro, executive staff, parents, relatives, and friends. Today we celebrate more than just a graduation. We celebrate the resilience, the brilliance, and the unapologetic voices of a generation that is not just ready for the world, but ready to reshape it. To the class of 2025, you have grown up in a world that does not always play fair. You've witnessed injustice. You've navigated systems that aren't always built for you. You still showed up, you spoke out, you learned, and now you move forward boldly. But adulthood doesn't just ask for your presence. It demands your participation. Your future, our future, depends on your ability to stay involved. Keep raising your voice, and most importantly, to follow through. Posting isn't enough. Raising your voice is a spark, not the fire. Awareness without action changes nothing. You've already proven you know how to lead and inspire, even when it's with a sense of humor. Who could forget the moment your class got the superintendent, yes, the superintendent, to play along with your senior class prank? Watching teachers lead confused classes around the building on a school-wide scavenger hunt for their desk chairs. It was chaotic. It was creative, and it was exactly the kind of joyful disruption that made the year unforgettable. You have reminded all of us that change doesn't have to be heavy. It can be imaginative. It can build connection, and sometimes it reveals itself in the middle of a well-played prank that leaves the whole school smiling. That moment just didn't show us your sense of humor. It showed us your ability to organize, to collaborate, and to bring people together. Even those of us who pretend we don't like pranks. You use your voices to plan something inclusive, lighthearted, and brilliant, and that's leadership too. It was one of our best Cougar Pride moments. So yes, keep building truth, but also keep creating moments that matter, that challenge the status quo, that call people in and not just out. Be the ones who push for better, then do the work it takes to make better real. Never let anyone make you feel small for caring too much. Caring is strength. And from what I've seen, you've got it in abundance. Class of 2025, you will be remembered for your drive, your creativity, your power, and your heart. So go forward, loud, proud, and relentless. Because the world isn't just waiting for you, it's counting on you. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are all so proud of you.
It is my pleasure to introduce you to the graduating student with the second highest rank academically in the class of 2025, the class salutatorian, Maida Nazir.
Good evening, everyone. I am so proud of you all. I'm so proud of all the accomplishments you've made. And to our principal, administrators, Thomas Stone faculty, proud families and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025, thank you all. I am truly honored from the bottom of my heart to stand before you today as your class salutatorian. First, let me say what a journey this has truly been. 4 years ago, we walked into the school not knowing what to expect. Fear and uncertainty awaiting us. Today, we walk out not only as graduates, but as individuals who have grown, struggled, and are now walking on the path towards our bright future. High school has been more than just tests, projects, and report cards. It has been the late night study sessions, early morning alarms, hallway conversations, and friendships that have turned into family. It's been learning not just who we are, but who we are evolving into. Most importantly, I want to take this moment to thank the people who have made this possible. To our teachers, thank you for being patient with us, even when we were distracted, encouraging us when we were overwhelmed, and being passionate even on the days that we weren't. You taught us to think, to question, and to keep trying. To our families in the stands and the beloved ones in the stands, we all thank you for your sacrifices, your encouragement, and your faith in us. Your support is what has given us the strength to make it to this stage today. And to my graduating classmates, you are some of the most resilient, talented, and fearless people I have ever met. We have made it through so much together, from personal struggles to global challenges, and still found reasons to laugh, to dream, and to move forward. Now, as we stand on the edge of a new chapter, though it might be a little scary, what I know for sure is that ease is always waiting at the end of the tunnel. If we make it through high school with challenges and chaos, I know that we can all achieve the dreams that you're meant to achieve. Today marks the beginning of an end, one allowing us to shape our own paths, to make an impact, and to keep learning not just from books, but from life. The world is waiting for us, maybe not the perfect version of us, but the real one. The one that's still learning, growing, and the one who shall never give up. So be true to yourself as you walk out there and do something meaningful. As you walk into the new world, be bold, be firm, and be unafraid as success awaits your way. The best is yet to come, and once again, congratulations, class of 2025.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you the graduating student with the highest rank academically in the class of 2025, the class valedictorian, Jordan Loeffler.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and the class of 2025. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather and all that the day brings with it. I want to start by congratulating everyone for making it to this point, no matter how you did it. Depending on who you ask, it's either the journey or destination that's more important, but we all know that we cannot have one without the other. Everyone in high school had their own journey, but we all now stand at the end of a pivotal time in life. We are all here, not only because of our achievements, but because of the endurance and perseverance needed to achieve them. If I were to look around, I would see the faces who truly shaped my journey by providing endless entertainment, chaos, and inspiring me to work alone whenever possible. These past 4 years have been filled with experimentation, collaboration, and a whole lot of personality. It's important to recognize the diversity of a population and understand that not everyone clicks. I'm glad to have gone through a system where the people who value me most have stuck by me, and the ones who didn't were able to live on their own accord. To my school, thank you for your dedication. I can say I've learned just as much from the way classes were conducted as from the curriculum itself. No matter the course, we came out of them knowing not only the content, but how to deal with communication, advocacy, and overall difficult situations. These skills will be invaluable in the upcoming years. and I am glad to have had the opportunity to develop my dealings with so many different circumstances. As Thomas Bradshaw put it, it is hard to differentiate between being artificial versus authentic. Nowhere is that more obvious than in high school. We're surrounded by people performing, pretending to care, pretending to lead, pretending to listen, because that's what gets rewarded. It's easier to be liked for a version of yourself than to be judged for who you really are. So, we learn to play the part. We participate in the right things, laugh at the right jokes, nod at the right opinions. But the real test is not fitting in. It's staying true to yourself when everyone else is busy acting. Being authentic does not win you popularity contests, but it does give you something far more valuable, a sense of who you are that does not depend on anyone else's approval. It's this principle that I want to stress, understanding the importance of standing up for yourself. When faced with opposition, it all ends when you give up. Never stop fighting for what you believe in, and never let incompetence disguised as authority silence your voice. Some people will wear titles to mask their mediocrity, and others will confuse control with wisdom. Know the difference. You owe it to yourself to question, to push back, and to refuse to shrink in the presence of those who confuse arrogance with leadership. With that, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. I hope everyone in the stands can be proud of this class and all of their accomplishments. Let's remember, high school is a time we'll never get back, and for that, I'm profoundly grateful. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kalia Woods, and I'm the Vice President of the Class of 2025. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Maria Navarro. Dr. Navarro is a veteran educator who has served in various teaching and leadership roles in Maryland, Delaware, and Washington, D.C. Prior to working for Charles County Public Schools, Navarro was an education consultant working to support school systems and government agencies to improve learning opportunities for young people. I'm extremely honored to introduce our Superintendent of Charles County Schools, Dr. Maria Navarro.
So this is the class that got me to pull off a prank with you guys, huh? I was sweating it a little bit. I was wondering what you guys were going to make me do. So kudos to you. You did a nice job. So congratulations, class of 2025, on your accomplishments and impending high school graduation. Sometimes the best speeches are the short ones, so I'll keep this one brief. Class of 2025, I want to leave you with 2 thoughts and 1 request. First, have love for yourself that ensures you take care of yourselves. Let me explain what I mean by that. As you step into adulthood, remember that your journey is just beginning. Take care of not only your body, but also your mind and your soul. Seek help when you need it. Everyone needs help throughout their lives. Set high expectations for yourself and keep growing. Surround yourself with those who truly care for you and always continue to evolve into the very best version of yourself. Second, help others. A fulfilled life is one with purpose. Find your purpose and remember to volunteer your time to help others. Seize opportunities to improve your community, your workplace, your place of worship, just overall the world around you. And finally, celebrate. Life has its ups and downs, so cherish the triumphs, big and small. Today is a major one. Since today marks an achievement that is not yours alone, but rather shared with your family and friends, class of 2025, please rise, turn around, and blow kisses and waves to everybody who came to see you today, because you are here because of their love for you. Lots of kisses. Do it. Thank you, class of 2025. You may be seated. Thank you, family and friends. And now, to make it official, Principal Pearl, please present your class.
Before we confer diplomas, we have one final request from the president of our W.E.B. Du Bois Honor Society, Yael Potter. Good afternoon. As we near the end of our graduation ceremony, on behalf of the senior class, I want to thank all of the people who have joined us here for this ceremony. Honored guests, teachers, friends, relatives, grandparents, and most of all, our parents and guardians. You have impacted our lives in so many positive ways. Now, as we get ready to walk across this stage, please know that your love and support have made this day possible for each of us. As we prepare for the conferring of diplomas, please be aware of what this moment will mean for each of us. The culmination of 12 hard years of work and the fulfillment of our dreams, even in a pandemic. On behalf of the entire senior class, I ask every guest joining us today to allow us to enjoy this extraordinary moment in our lives. The special moment of walking across the stage and hearing our names being called. We know you want to yell or shout out for joy because you're proud of us, and we thank you. But today, we are asking that you give each and every graduate the respect they deserve and have earned. We ask that you allow each of us to have our special moment and let every graduate's name be heard without interruption. Thank you. There it is. Okay. Dr. Navarro, I certify that the members of the class of 2025 have met the Maryland State graduation requirements. You may confer the graduates their diplomas. Would the first row please rise?
That's okay. You go from there now. We went to the bottom of the steps. I don't know.
Now conferring diplomas, Chairperson Yonel Moore Lee. Jordan Ty Loeffler, Certificate of Merit. Maida Nazir, Certificate of Merit. Samaya Alexis Ortiz, Certificate of Merit. Elsa Liliana Jimenez Corrado, Certificate of Merit. Marie Lucienne Cruz, Certificate of Merit. Trinity Krishana Hazel, Certificate of Merit. Kalia Renee Victoria Neal, Certificate of Merit. Brooke Ann Johnson, Certificate of Merit. Julissa Elizabeth Galdamez, Certificate of Merit. Anaya Omari Turpin, Certificate of Merit. Monique Maleka Wills Talon, Certificate of Merit. Colette Fathia Patterson Johnson, Certificate of Merit. Sora Bella Borders. Christina Adonaya Montague, Certificate of Merit. Jasmine Raquel Jones, Certificate of Merit. Logan Ramon Vasquez, Certificate of Merit. Zanaya Imani Datcher, Certificate of Merit. Nataline Julissa Hernandez, Certificate of Merit. Kalia Gabrielle Woods. Yael Kamali Potter, Certificate of Merit. Kevin Aguayo Ortiz. Rafael Antonio Aguilar, Certificate of Merit. Jada Monet Allen. Jayon Lorenz Allen. Rayla Delmari Allison. Karis Lee Alfonso, Certificate of Merit. Cadiel Alvarez Sierra, Certificate of Merit. Jaden Chandler Reese, Certificate of Merit. Tamia Mackenzie Anderson. Walter Santana Aristondo, Certificate of Merit.
Now conferring diplomas, Vice Chairperson Nicole Kramer. Patrick Michael Arnold, Jr. Jada Princess Arthur. Heather Poblete Balagtas. Mohammed Slaman Bangura. Christian Sierra Banks, Certificate of Merit. Nadia Amaya Banks, Certificate of Merit. Bryson Samuel Baylor. Destiny Rose Bear. Avery Shabar Belton, Jr., Certificate of Merit. Spirit Faith Benjamin, Certificate of Merit. Wow. Cole Alexander Bergling. Lindsay Eva Bermudez Funes. Elaine Renee Bixler, Certificate of Merit. Michaela Renee Blanton. Angel Mary Bolden. Angelise Parnice Bolden. Asia Ayana Booker, Certificate of Merit. Joel Brevard, Certificate of Merit. Unity Sharice Bridges, Certificate of Merit. Chad Akbar Brogsdale. Christian Akbar Brogsdale. Antoine Deshaun Maskin Brown. Deja Inacio Maskin Brown, Certificate of Merit. Natalie Camille Brown, Certificate of Merit. Tamaya Renee Brown, Certificate of Merit. Tyler Montgomery Bruce. Xavier Julian Bryant. Katia Day Bulls. Nina Laverne Arthurine Bulls, Certificate of Merit. Zayana Denise Burton.
Now conferring diplomas, board member Daughtery Butler Washington, Devontae Thomas Bush. Tristan Bryce Cabell, Certificate of Merit. Jayon Anise Cager, Certificate of Merit. Alicia Anise Callender, Certificate of Merit. Joshua Ethan Campbell. Brandon Jamal Carey Jr., Certificate of Merit. Kirsten Alexandra Carl. London Thais Carpenter. Perla Vanessa Carranza Aparicio, Certificate of Merit. Brandon Daniel Castillo. Ana Gabriela Castro Guerra. Andre Cecilio Lopez. Desiree Marie Chapman. Sean Austin Chase. Darvin Sebastian Chavez Alvarado. Timea Marlene Shenery. Caleb Michael Clausen. Kelly Rochelle Clark, Certificate of Merit. Marley Devereaux Christine Clark. William Riley Clark. Eric Bryson Lee Coates. Mariah Ann Cole. Giovanna Marion Coleman, Certificate of Merit. Joshua Logan Cooksey. Emmanuel Alexis Cruz Aguila, Certificate of Merit. Rodney Frederick Darby Jr. LJ Carlos de la Cruz. Michaela Jade Dixon. Linnea Zayla Douglas. Matsila Dunn, Certificate of Merit.
Now conferring diplomas, board member David Hancock. Kashim Prashant Donnell. Aiden Tyler Ellis. Muhammad Ali Marwan El Mehdi. Damaris Bethany Escobar, Certificate of Merit. Madison Estrada, Certificate of Merit. Kyla Alyssa Azell. Richard Alberto Flores. Mauricio Elazar Flores Sorto. Tyshawn Tyrone Foy. Taj Georges Giovanni Franco, Certificate of Merit. Cherish Alana Frisbee, Certificate of Merit. Denham Sinai Fry. Ariana Nicole Gant. Yadira Liseth Garay Ramos, Certificate of Merit. Diego Alberto Garcia Diaz. Zion DeAndre Gardner. Lizzie Flor Galido Bautista, Certificate of Merit. Charles Nicklin Gaskins, Certificate of Merit. Savion Amari Gaskins, Certificate of Merit. Angel Geary, Certificate of Merit. Jeremy Gomez Morales. Kenya Simone Gonzalez. Mercedes Aureli Gonzalez Pimentel, Certificate of Merit. Desan Tyshawn Graham, Certificate of Merit. Leah Mikkel Green. Zoe Mariah Green. Asia Ariana Green, Certificate of Merit. Michael Lawrence Greer, Certificate of Merit. Jesslyn Marie Groves, Certificate of Merit. Antoine Lewis Hamilton.
Now conferring diplomas, Board Member Dr. Latanya Smalls. Isaiah Cedric Hampton. Adrian Dimitri Harris. Taylor Rihanna Harris. Tatiana Anaya Harvey, Certificate of Merit. Kennedy Donna Lauren Hawkins, Certificate of Merit. Angelina Kalia Heath. Janelle Ann Henry, Certificate of Merit. Anissa Jade Hicks, Certificate of Merit. Janiyah Joe Hill, Certificate of Merit. Aaliyah Janae Holland, Certificate of Merit. Cameron Javon Holmes. Caden Joshua Hooker. Nesvin Huelchez Zelaya. Kiani Donnell Hutchison, Certificate of Merit. Daryl Eugene Jackson Jr., Certificate of Merit. Caden Vaughn Harley Jackson, Certificate of Merit. Marcus Gregory Jackson, Certificate of Merit. Stacy Jimenez Cervantes. Christopher Eliseo Jimenez Gomez, Certificate of Merit. Amir Michaela Johnson, Certificate of Merit. DeMarco Isaiah Johnson. Janasia Amaya Johnson, Certificate of Merit. Kanaya Nichelle Johnson, Certificate of Merit. Lamarion Theron Johnson. Summer Courtney Johnson, Certificate of Merit. Willard Omar Johnson. Lavelton Jones Jr., Certificate of Merit. Christian Xavier Joseph. Kyrie Anthony Kenshin Joseph. Timothy Kenneth Kearse.
Now conferring diplomas. Board Member Jamila Smith. Darius Lamont Keaton. Deirdre Joy Keller. Zahara Ramia Kondo Friedman, Certificate of Merit. Christian Michael Cothis. Lanivia Marina Lauderdale. Russell James Lee II. Jamie Marie Leach. Sahel Elon Lennon. Bryn Christine Lewis, Certificate of Merit. Isaiah Mackay Lewis. Jaden Jamari Lewis. Ricardo Alejandro Laurenti. Eric Saquon Logan. Jasmine Michelle Long, Certificate of Merit. Khalil Savandia Lowe. Everton Alexander McKinney, Certificate of Merit. Cameron Deontay McLaurin. Caleb Christopher McNutt. Nevaeh Angel McFadder. Sierra Veronica Medwinter. Terrence Owen Merchant. Abraham Merlos, Jr. Terrell Benjamin Moffitt. Ezekiel Molina Figueroa, Certificate of Merit. Leslie Abigail Montano, Certificate of Merit. Asan Junius Moore. Kaylin Riley Murphy. Carl Leroy Nabinet Price. Aaliyah Rachel Nichols, Certificate of Merit. Brooke Kennedy Norrid, Certificate of Merit.
Now conferring diplomas, Board Member Brenda Thomas. Denasia Lanice Oden. Deshayla Veronica Lydia Onley, Certificate of Merit. Eric Josue Orellana Echeverria. Warren Alexander Page, Jr. Hazel Palafox Villa. Aaron Ryan Christopher Parker. Kevin Lavoyd Parker II, Certificate of Merit. Shamari Ajay Peters. Rowan Amelia Ann Petherick, Certificate of Merit. Atiana Lele Fid. John Allen Poles. Malik William Pridgeon. Sierra Ruth Proctor. Lionel Thomas Queen. Brian Esteban Quintanilla Rivas. Kendall Elise Quinton. Caden Sheku Raglan Hunter. Darwin Zaccheo Ramirez Calderon. Skylar Marie Randall Webb, Certificate of Merit. Kayla Rochelle Randall. Tristan Bryce Randolph. Ralph Bastian Fungo Reyes, Certificate of Merit. Riley Jade Richard. Lucas Fletcher Ryder, Certificate of Merit. Kayla Victoria Riley. Kyan Amari Riley, Certificate of Merit. Andrea Abigail Rivera Argueta. Ashley Rivera Flores. Lauren Taylor Roberson, Certificate of Merit. Valdemar Rodriguez.
Now conferring diplomas, Board Member Samisha Thomas. Michelle Rodriguez Mejia, Certificate of Merit. Esteban David Rojas Arevalo. Fatima Sarai Rosa Cubias, Certificate of Merit. Landon Gabriel Rosado. Litty Rosales Vivar. Sarah Elizabeth Rose. Gianni Zion Royals. Alex Preston Rye. Camille Sierra Sagaban. Taylor St. Pierre. Jamari Andrew Sampson. Jordi Sanchez Zepeda. Maya Caden Sanders. Liseth Kenya Santa Maria, Certificate of Merit. Gary Sylvester Savoy Jr. Astrid Ulisa Say Tay, Certificate of Merit. Wahid Hassan Sase. Jaden Christopher Sherman. Aaliyah Nicole Sierra. Emma Ruth Simmers, Certificate of Merit. Nathaniel Avery Smith, Certificate of Merit. Hunter Lynn Smith Thompson. Noah Zion Steinmetz, Certificate of Merit. Shamar Hunter Stewart, Certificate of Merit. Gabriel Michael Street, Certificate of Merit. Jada Danielle Stewart, Certificate of Merit. Jaden Takis James Swanson. Angelina Lachey Swearinger, Certificate of Merit. Brian Tejada Nava, Certificate of Merit. J.K. Honey Thomas.
Now conferring diplomas, Student Board Member Sam Burke. Cameron Michael Thomas, Certificate of Merit. Robert Brandon Thomas. William Kamari Thomas. Dax Shamar Thompson II. Joao Hugo Torres Miranda. Madison Nicole Triplett. Micaiah Unique Tucker. Alyssa J. Turner, Certificate of Merit. Melanie Viviana Urego Gonzalez. Ava Ann Van Buren, Certificate of Merit. Caden Arlindo Vanterpool. Layla Anaya Vinson. Deshaun Walker. Todd Lamont Waller Jr., Certificate of Merit. Tejan Khalil Washington. Eric Allen Wheeler Jr. Tamarion Cortez Wheeler. Dalton Lee Whelan, Certificate of Merit. Cavante Jamel Wiggins, Certificate of Merit. Cameron Roosevelt Williams. Darius Trayvon Williams, Certificate of Merit. Justin Roger Williams. Raphael Carly Williams. Eden Grace Williams McGuinn, Certificate of Merit. Christopher Ronique Worley. Michael Lawrence Wright, Jr. Jada Ayana Young. Jaden Wendell Young. Wendy Marisol Zuniga Diaz, Certificate of Merit.
You said this time. I know y'all ready. Graduates, please rise. Move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2025.